Jack Ryan, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I live out here now in Jersey. Basketball is my life. I've done it my whole life, and it's paying off. Since 1997, when I became the first white showman for the Harlem Wizards, since then my life has changed, and life is great now. Yeah, I'm a basketball entertainer. I travel the world. Performing tricks, a lot of NBA shows, a lot of children's events. I'm also a street ball legend. I've been in a couple of magazines, Slam magazine. I teach kids how to shoot. I set 3 Guinness Book World Records. One of them was for longest spin on my nose, which is just under 5 seconds. The second one was the longest spin on my toe, which was just under 10 seconds. And I had the most free throws blindfolded in a minute, which was only 5, but I set the record, so I got to be in the record books 3 different times. Today I'm going to do some shooting demonstration. I'm going to go through the steps and mechanics on how to shoot the basketball. Now, I was not born being able to shoot the basketball. It took a lot of practice. I put a lot of time in the gyms and the parks. I had an older brother who taught me the steps and mechanics, and it was up to me to put the dedication and the time into it. Now, when I first come into a gym or a park, I watch these young kids what they do, and the first thing I see, they warm up, they get a basketball, and they come right behind this 3-point line. This is where they start shooting and warming up. And I say to myself, no wonder why these guys can't hit a shot. I'll tell you what I do. This is what I think you should do. When I come into a gym, I start right here, right underneath. What it does, I warm up, I loosen up, and I keep seeing the basketball go in, so it builds confidence. And we'll talk about confidence later. Also, I try to swish every shot I take. No matter where I am on the floor, I aim to swish. Okay, now, building a shot's like building a house. You start from the bottom, the foundation. The foundation of a shooter is his feet. Now, I am a righty, so I like to see your right foot slightly ahead of your left, shoulder length apart on the balls of your feet for balance. If you are a lefty, it's the other way around. Left foot in front of the right, shoulder length apart, balls of your feet for balance. Also, I always have my toes pointed towards the target, okay? After that is my knees. If you see my knees, they are slightly bent. What that does, it gives me spring, it gives me power, and it gives me balance. So, as I move further and further back, I'm gonna use my legs to reach the basket. Now, next is my hips and my shoulders. They always need to be square to the basket, okay? I might be coming this way, but I'm catching the ball, I'm turning in, and I'm squaring up to the basket. Same over here. I'm catching the ball, I'm squaring up, and I'm shooting. Okay, one more time, right down the middle. Catch, square, and shoot. Everything's in line. Everything has to be in line to be a good shooter. Next, I think this is probably the most important thing of a shooter. That is his elbow. In order to be a good shooter or a great shooter, you have to shoot the same way every single time. To help you do that, you need to have your elbow right here on your hip, which is what I call the shot pocket, okay? All the good shooters and the great shooters you see in high school, college, the NBA, they all have that elbow right here because that's gonna help you shoot the basketball the same way every time. Because if your elbow's here, here, or here, there's no way you're gonna get it there in the same spot every single time. Let's talk about how we hold the ball. I like to make my thumbs a T. My right hand shoots it, my left hand guides it. I do not shoot with 2 hands. Right hand shoots it, left hand guides it. If you are a lefty, your left hand shoots it and your right hand guides it. Never shoot with 2 hands. All the good shooters and the great shooters you see, high school, college, the NBA, they all have that nice rotation. What that does, if the basketball hits the front part of the rim, it will skid in. If it hits the back part of the rim, it's gonna flip in. So it's very important to get that basketball spinning. Okay, after that is eyes. I know what I aim for when you shoot the basketball. Some of these kids aim for the box, the front of the rim, the back of the rim. Now I'm a pretty good shooter. I won the national championship. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can be successful if I aim for the front of the rim. Yep, got the front of the rim, but I wasn't too successful. Let's try the back of the rim. All right, I got the back of the rim. Some kids say the box. Let me see. Okay, the box works over there. How about over here? Yep, one more time, right down the middle. Hey, looks like the box works. Let me try one more time. See, I can't aim for the box every time I shoot the basketball. What I do is I visualize the basketball going up over the front part of the rim, right down the bottom of the net. I keep seeing the basketball go up front part of the rim, right down the bottom of the net. Now you could also be a good shooter if you're not on the basketball court. When you wake up before you go to bed, just keep visualizing the basketball going right down the bottom of the net. Okay, after that, let's talk about focus and concentration, all right? You want to be a good shooter when you're out here working out, you got to focus and you got to concentrate on making every single shot. No matter where you are on the floor, you want to make every single shot. That takes focus and concentration. After that is confidence. Now this is one of the biggest things I think helps you become a good shooter, because I have some friends that have perfect form, but they don't believe in themselves. If you think for 1 second that the basketball might not go in, well, guess what? You already missed. Every time I shoot, there's no doubt in my mind that the basketball is going right down the bottom of the net. Even if I miss, the very next time I shoot, it's going right down the bottom of the net.